And now you study both high intensity and moderate intensity movement. What's your take on the most effective way to train for cognitive vitality later in life?
Well, interestingly enough, a lot of studies have come out since I wrote Spark and talking about, what is the right dose of exercise? What do you, HIIT or high intensity interval training is wonderful, and that's a great dose if you can do it. But more importantly, for improving cognition and keeping your brains together, not allowing your brains to erode, which will happen over time, is a more moderate but longer uh, exercise schedule. So, just walking for 40 minutes a day, that additional minutes a day will keep your brains going and keep your moods better. And people starting out with that know that this is the case. They see it.
Yeah.
Um, and so yeah, so that in Spark, I have whole chapters on depression, anxiety, attention deficit disorder, addictions, because exercise works in all of these areas and we have evidence, clinical evidence and biologic evidence, neuroscience evidence, that the brain changes with exercise in a remarkable way to help us decrease our anxiety, decrease our stress. Why? Because if you exercise, that's a load of stress we have when we exercise, especially you guys, Tony and you probably, when you're exercising, the stress is really high. Good, because then you're going to relax, then you're going to recover. But what did you do with that high stress? You've made all these different switches and elements in your brain cells to help deal with stress related products. Well, you have that ready. So whenever just a moderate stress comes along, you're ready to handle that.
Right. Right.
You're ready to handle it. I mean, from a basic metabolic issue to the action of the brain as a whole.